A few months ago, Tech Deck did something that, let's be honest, it's just filled me up with nostalgia ever since. And I'll explain in a minute what that is. But for the past like 20 plus years, I have not had one of these in my possession. And today, I finally get to change that. Let's get into it.
Tech Deck, the only company to bring you Flip, Baker, Birdhouse, DGK, Santa Cruz, Blind, Dark Star. Tech Deck, real skate companies, real skate graphics. Authentic replica skateboards, each sold separately. Tech Deck, collect the deck.
In the late 1990s, Tech Deck released what would be a 9 times the size of their original Tech Decks. And I'm pretty sure everybody had them. If you were young enough to remember when they did release, like it was just something that you had to have. And it wasn't really practical either. When they released, it was just something that everybody in the neighborhood had to have at the time. And it wasn't really for the fact of skating them, because not a lot of people were good at using the regular size Tech Decks back in the day. There just wasn't that many tutorials. The hand-eye coordination, the overall dexterity that us youngsters had back in the late 90s and early thousands just wasn't all there to what kids are capable of doing nowadays. So when these came out, it was more of a, I don't know, it was aesthetically pleasing. I wall hung mine. Like most of them that I had, I either attempted to skate them in real life and do real tricks on the boards, and then ended up breaking the trucks or the wheels or the bearings or something like that. And I would take them apart and just put them up on my wall. I even had one, it was a World Industries board with the, it was like the dueling Wet Willy and Flame Boy with the guns, and then it meets in the middle to create that like the World Industries logo in the middle. I had one of those, and I took it to the Mobile Skate Park series back in like 1999 or 2000, and I got it signed by everybody you could possibly think of, skateboarders, rollerbladers, BMXers, everybody of the like. And that was the coolest thing. I've moved 100 times since then, and I have no idea what happened to it. So for Tech Deck to release this again, all these years later, I've had my eyes on them. As far as I was concerned, they were a Target exclusive, but I found them on Amazon because my local Target never had them in stock, and I didn't want the ones that they had readily available in the stores. So, without further ado, here's the coolest things I own currently as an adult. We have the DGK Cheshire Money Cat, Good Luck Gold, whatever you want to call it, and then we have the classic
World Industries.
And this is mainly, I've been hunting for this one. I got this one because it was on sale. I was like, 2 is better than 1, but I 100% had to have the Wet Willy. And if you look at these boxes, I can't remember how they used to be packaged, but it definitely did not look like this. This is something that you could take apart carefully, like just by removing the tape there and then putting the box back together, maybe reinforcing the inside of it a little bit, and then using this as like a ledge for your regular Tech Decks or, even the handboard. But as you can tell by the size, like hand for scale, I don't have a banana around. Hang on, let me just pull out but they're bigger. They're 9 times the size of a regular Tech Deck. Before I even take it out of the box, just to kind of give you an idea of the size difference, like it is big. And I should have prefaced this whole video by saying I have no idea how to do anything on a handboard or even a regular size Tech Deck for that matter, besides like your occasional 3 shove or 540 shove that you just do on your desk back and forth. You just pop them over and over and over again. It's kind of like an impossible. Every now and again you get lucky and it flips like a 3 flip and you feel good about yourself. But I have no idea how all those guys are out there doing ridiculous things on Tech Decks and handboards and making it look good and putting some style into it and actually doing some tricks. I don't understand it, and I don't really know if I want to. So we're going to unbox these. I'm going to put the DGK one over here for now, because that's kind of like, that's not my main focus. Anyway, we got the bottom cut open. We used our handy dandy Blacklist pocket knife. I mean, oh, look at this. I mean, it's all filthy from my fingerprints, but pick yourself up one of these. They're like $12. Blacklistboardshop.com. We got the tape cut open on the bottom. We're going to do this as safely as possible. Normally, if I'm unboxing anything, I tear open. I just go crazy like a 6-year-old on Christmas. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay. I like what's it smell like? It's got this, it's definitely got like a manufacturer's warehouse vibe to it, like plastic. That could be from the wheels though. I'm okay. Let's just before we got stickers up here. This is a nice box. This is a very nice box. I haven't held one. Okay, so one thing I'm not the biggest fan of. I could do without the Tech Deck logo, and especially without the here's your sign stupidity thing. It's like, if you have to be told not to eat the little packets that come inside a fresh backpack every year or purse, then like, aren't we getting in the way of like some natural selection, some survival of the fittest type? You know, if some moron, especially some moron that's my age and of my size, tries to ride one of these and they get severely injured, that's on them. But okay, we got to get back to this. Look how shiny. I'm gonna try to not gum this up with my filthy finger. Okay, they're not filthy, but they're just, they leave fingerprints. Okay, we got our first blemish. It looks like these are screen printed to some degree, or like maybe heat transferred. Probably heat transferred, like every other skateboard on the market, except for Sacred Skateboards, which are done by Rob Reynolds in Northern Kentucky. Right here, those are not heat transferred. Those are hand cut, hand pressed, hand molded, hand screened, all right here in the great state of Kentucky, US of A. So anyway, we got some ASMR. Okay, let's see if we can get some bearing noise. Not bearing noise, bushing noise. Okay, not much of a noise there from the bushings themselves, but they are kind of spongy, and they do serve a purpose. Like they're not just like, there's actual, this is a functional truck. So what brand are these? These are just your average like Tech Deck branded trucks. Yeah, got the little Tech Deck logo like right there on the back of the trucks, like every truck company has. I mean, you got the Iron Cross on Independent, do you remember Tensor? Do you remember Tensor had like a similar kind of T, right? Wasn't it? Or did it kind of look like the Tesla logo does now? What am I thinking of? I don't know. Grind Kings are making a comeback though. I'm pretty sure I just saw the Locked In. We might have to do a video on those because they're bright orange and they just scream nostalgia the same way this does. So again, guys, this isn't much of a review. You're not going to get footage out of me skating it. This might honestly go right back into the box. And it might just sit there because holy hell, is that ever pretty. And I've got all this other goofy stuff on the shelf behind me, so maybe I move some stuff around. One more size comparison, just of your normal issued Tech Deck and then your handboard. So get your hands on these. I'm sure they're going to be doing more releases. As far as I'm concerned right now, there is a World Industries. There are 2 Sonic boards, like Sonic the Hedgehog related branded boards. And then this DG. Okay, sorry, I stand corrected. It is the Wet Willy that we have. We have Shadow from Sonic. We have the DGK board, which I guess I can go ahead and open and just show because it looks really cool. And then we have this, what is that? Santa Cruz. So yeah, that concludes the overall review, unboxing, whatever the hell this video was. Definitely keeping the Wet Willy. Honestly, if one of you guys like, comment, subscribes, I'll just give this away to you. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out in the comments, but if somebody really wants this one, I'll make sure it gets into your hands. But yeah.